Oh look, stupid people. Hello everyone. So today we're gonna do a lot of reacts. A lot of reacts. Because I need content. And I didn't stream yesterday because my neck hurt. So we need to make a lot of content. A lot of content. By the way, why did my neck hurt yesterday, right? So remember that I played a game on Thursday. After the stream, I played more. About 4 hours more. I ate, I was out of the house, and then I played 4 more hours of that game. That's why my neck hurts so badly. I was literally sitting here playing a game. That's how addictive that game is. And finding out combinations between skills that work very well together. Oh, that feels so good. It feels so incredibly good. Which isn't surprising. That the same happens on Half-Life 1 and 2. But the game there lasts very much longer. You have to spend a lot more time there getting anything done. Unlike an Trials of Survivors. Because there you just, oh yeah, you level, you get stronger, you level, you get stronger. Which is great. I can't wait to unlock the endless mode. But for that I have to still defeat one more difficulty that I haven't done yet. And that one is actually kind of hard. I think I haven't made it past the first stage in that. Which says a lot. I also figured out that, oh yeah, there's a second biome. It's a desert. Which has as main enemies lizards. Oh boy. Now I do hope, I've seen actual negative review on the Steam page. Oh yeah, there are no bosses, which is a problem. And oh yeah, the enemies don't do anything, which is a problem. Because the enemies don't do anything. They just get close to you, and when they touch you, you get damaged. That's literally it. Now that's fine, but it could be better. It could be better. But damn, I like that game. I really, really do. So, how about we turn down the music a little? By the way, music, oh my god. So, when I looked at my VOD from Thursday, yesterday, Twitch told me that, oh yeah, copyrighted music found and muted, which is just a Command & Conquer soundtrack. YouTube doesn't give me problems with that. I hate the music industry. It's all their fault. I hate them. Oh, we did that. Oh yeah, we gonna do some things today. Wait, didn't I? Give me a second. Yeah, I already published that. Didn't I? I think I published that too. Give me, yeah, I can't look. Okay, let's just say that I did publish it. He sued. Did we watch this? I don't remember. Also, apparently, I'm streaming Horizontal 2. Why? Why is that a thing? I have no idea. I didn't do that. That is literally just random thing that just happened today. And I have no idea how to deactivate it because, I mean, of course I don't. I've never seen that before. But that's the usual, you know, YouTube being stupid. Doing things that no one asked for. Man, I hate technology. I wanna live in the woods. Being a hunter-gatherer. But then with my back, I would die within a month. Okay. How about we do something that we haven't done ever before? We are watching a Smagalana video. Because this is actually not a react that she does. It's literally just her doing things. Which, to be fair, for us react Andes, that's rare. That's rare. So that's... Oh wait, I'm so overwhelmed by technology. Okay. Time for some Smagalana react. Because now she's actually doing a video we can react to. That's not just a react. So we don't do a react of a react, which would be kind of not that great. I'm not that level of Asmongold. And we go here. Because she's
the
over
Bethesda quote-unquote Save Our Devs rallies from July 15th, 2026.
And here we see the reason why Bethesda doesn't produce any good games. This is the reason. Otto Mitchell, Stephanie Zachariadis. Yeah, oh yeah. These people made Starfield. These people made Starfield. Do you see where the problem is? Shit. Do you see where the problem is? I do. I do.
Our players deserve better. Bring back.
Yes, that's why you are getting fired. But that's exactly why. War never changes. Neither does corporate greed. Oh, shut your mouth, you communist.
Back devs. ZeniMax job for ZeniMax. War never changes. Neither does corporate greed.
These people are so stupid.
Bro. No.
I told you, yes. Quality assurance ZeniMax. So she doesn't do anything. Game writer and designer, Bethesda Game Studio. Oh, so that's why the dialogue is so trash, and that's why the story is so trash. Who could have guessed? I told you they are the problem. Which you can tell by, you know, I mean, especially, you mean nose ring. I mean, what do you want me to say? Wait, why do they have the same nose? Oh my.
Autumn Mitchell? Wait, Mitchell? Wait, Mitchell is... I thought Mitchell was a first name. I'm confused. QA ZeniMax, game writer and designer, Bethesda Game Studios. Good start. Good start.
Yep. They deserve to be fired.
Very good. Chat, I don't think these people are very happy. No devs, no games.
Yeah, but bad devs, bad games. I mean, it's very clearly that you people didn't care about the games because the games are bad. So why would you have a job? Why? Why?
Buddy! There were no games in the first place!
True.
Oh my
god! Literal same reaction. Did you see this?
There were no games in the first place!
An effeminate dude and a fat chick. Oh my god, look at the tattoos. Look at it. I told you they are the problem. They are the problem. They are 100% the problem. Always.
Oh my god!
Juniper? Oh no. Quality assurance Zenimax. Why was Starfield so bad? That's the reason. That's the reason why the game is so bad. That's the reason.
Devs before dollars? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then who's paying you? What you're getting paid with? Oh, right. Nice feelings.
If you made games that didn't suck, god damn it. I'm already getting into it way too hard. Okay, chat.
The video 1 minute 80 seconds. She says she's getting into it way too hard. I am at 5 minutes recording. And she thinks she's going in too hard. Hello, friend. Hope you're having a good day.
They laid off a bunch of fat, retarded communists from Bethesda.
Yes.
They actually did it. Can we please get this in every other game studio across America? Please, for the love of God.
And not only America.
Can you please fire more of them? Please, I beg of you.
Yes.
They're all gonna protest and throw a fit and play on their guitar and sing Kumbaya. Like, you know, and throw a fit. Like, I promise you, for every, like, one retard you have protesting because they know, or, like, know someone that knows that they lost their job, there's, like, 50 chuds who will be celebrating.
Yes. And here's one. Here's one. I'm celebrating this. Oh, yes. They deserve everything. Oh, and while we are talking about communists, they're basically all wearing red shirts. I just noticed. They're all wearing red shirts. Just like communists.
And mocking them on Twitter. And I'm one of them. I'm a fat fucking chud. These people always have been and always will be the loudest.
Well, you at least have fat fucking tits. That's just great.
Loudest and like fucking most annoying minority in the gaming community. They aren't even gamers.
Of course not. Do you think that this woman is a gamer? No. No. Of course not. You can look at her and she know. Because gamers these days are the cool people and not these.
These people are political zealots first over gamers. They're gamers second if they even game at all. You need it.
She doesn't game. Maybe Candy Crush, which is from a different company, but you know.
Get there through your fucking head. You need to burn it into your brain, chat. These retards will compromise a video game's lore, its vision, and its success in order to push their fucking political ideology.
Exactly.
And then the entire time they do it, they will call anyone that disagrees with them like a racist, bigot, Nazi, and saying that you guys, the little chatter, aren't welcome in the fucking gaming community.
Yeah, well, they were never part of the gaming community themselves. Which is very ironic, but very obvious. I mean, look at them. look at them. What games do they play? Candy Crush, The Sims. And then they complain when, oh, you don't... I don't even know where I went with that. They're just complaining because they're women. They just complain to complain because it's fun to them.
And again, that's the most infuriating part about this. That's what makes me more mad than anything else. You fucking degenerate pronouns and bio mentally ill retards invaded my video games. You infiltrated my fucking hobby and told me I'm not allowed to be here. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
I despise every single one of you, bro.
Good
and
girl.
I won't stop talking about it until every ounce of this fucking dog shit, politically motivated, you know, ideology is called from every game development studio in the fucking country, bro.
Good girl. Would give your head pats.
You do not belong here. You're not welcome. You're not wanted. Your priorities are not to improve and make games better or more fun. Your priorities are to push messages. You have made this so abundantly clear for like over a fucking decade at this point. I'm gonna be real. And I'm fucking sick of it, man. I hope every last one of you gets completely excommunicated from the fucking gaming industry. You go back to fucking putting fries in the bag or some shit, and you barred from ever touching game development again.
Yes.
God, I hate it so much.
And the thing is, it's not like they ever did any good work. I mean, look at the games that came out while they were working there. Starfield, Fallout 76. I mean, let's be fair, they're completely incompetent. So of course they would get fired, right? And to be fair, it's basically in line with their political agenda because they're white. Which is the best thing. They actually can't complain about being fired because they're white. Oh, but it's DEI. We replace you with minorities. Then all of a sudden they become super racist. Because they never have been not racist. Because look at them.
It's in video form? Okay, I'll take a look at it. Yeah.
Oh, so there's a video.
Hero made a post too. Welcome home and put the fries in the bag. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, hey, stop. You don't belong here. You're not here for good reason. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, hold on. I'll pause the music.
I think that's the same effeminate guy that I pointed out earlier.
There we go.
Morale is really low because, you know, we've been told that we're making
Technical producer, Bethesda. I wonder what that title implies because look at their engine. If he's working on the engine, then thank God he's gone.
making great games that players love and that we're doing well, and to have this suddenly
Doing well? Oh, Starfield. Oh, it's doing so well. And yes, I know, oh my god, why would you point this out? Look how high it was. Yes. Yes. And look at the tiny dips when they released something new. The game was not liked. Oh god, Oblivion? Elder Scrolls. Let's go with the remastered. No, let's go with the Game of the Year edition. Oh. All-time peak, yeah, that's not good. But I guess that was better on other the remaster. It's not bad, but not great either. Oh, Fallout. Fallout 76. Oh. It wasn't even that big of a peak. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. By the way, I say it's not that good. Literally, oh, I think I've never seen it being this low. But still, Arc Raiders is still better than that. And it's continuously dying because of the studio's incompetence. And yes, it's dead.
Hit us has been a huge shock to us.
It sucks.
We make all kinds of games, all kinds of people love. It'd be really nice.
Oh, okay, it's a transsexual. Okay, that explains a lot.
A huge shock to us.
It sucks.
We make all kinds of games, all kinds of people love.
It'd be really nice if we could just get back to work and make them games that will define.
Save our studios. That's kind of what they try to do by firing all the people that are, incompetent. And you have to look at, just look at this picture. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 white dudes, and then the rest is people of color and white women. That's the majority of people.
In a generation of video gaming.
I worked at ZeniMax for about 5 years. We are having a march.
5 years. Oh my god. No deaths or games. People over profit. Look at them. Look how stupid. They look so smug. Because they don't realize how stupid they are.
In a generation of video gaming.
I worked at ZeniMax for about 5 years. We are having a march and a rally to demand dignity and
What
respect
games,
and an
bro?
end to
What
the
games?
cycle of layoffs.
Dignity? What do you mean? Man, these people are so stupid. Dignity? The company needs to make money so it can continue existing. And you are losing the company money, so you're being let go. What does that have anything to do with dignity? What is... She's just saying these words because she thinks it makes her look sympathetic in the eyes of others. That's the only reason she says that. Or she's just stupid. Or it's both. Most likely it's both.
What fucking games, bro? I just, it makes me so mad. I love this delusional cope that they're fucking making good video games.
Yeah.
I love that they think they've done a single right thing at any point in the last 10 years. I think the last W they had was fucking Elder Scrolls Remaster, and that was outsourced to another fucking studio, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. Another studio did it in Unreal Engine 4 or 5. I think 4. And even that game was kind of buggy as far as I know. But it was not as buggy as anything that was released by Bethesda in the past 20 years. And Bethesda games are notoriously buggy. Now, it's literally, when was the last time you heard of Bethesda releasing a game and it wasn't a completely technical mess with just bugs everywhere? I think I've never heard of that. Maybe Morrowind, which I actually got back in the day, I think. And I haven't really played it because it was too complicated for me. My little brain couldn't comprehend how the game works and stuff like that. But yeah, for example, I got Fallout 3 and I played the game. I played the game for 8 hours and then I uninstalled it, and I think I even deleted it from my Steam library because fuck that game. That was, I think, at the time when Fallout 4 came out or something like that. And I was like, oh, maybe I get Fallout 4 if it's good. How about we test out Fallout 3? And go, if that game is good, then yeah, I think I will get me Fallout 4, and yeah, no, didn't happen. Didn't happen. And man, it's not that I hated everything in Fallout 3. I've said in streams before, I liked everything in the vault. While I was in the vault, everything was really good. It was really, really good. The moment you leave the vault, everything turns to shit. That's my problem. I think Bethesda should actually focus on small games with a narrative instead of open world games. I think that would be way better.
You fucking retards have made 0 games people love. Starfield fucking flopped. The last Elder Scrolls game was fucking good, but it wasn't even made by you guys. And Fallout 4, even though it was like pretty decent, it had an insane amount of flaws. It was not as good as the previous ones. And that came.
See, Fallout 4 wasn't even as good as the previous ones. And I hated Fallout 3.
Out in 2015! It's been over 10 years.
11.
Oh my god.
Is it me or is Mad Alana best Alana? Just saying.
The only new game you've made that's not a remake or a remaster in the last decade is fucking Fallout 76 and Starfield. Hello? And both those games are complete fucking disasters. Laughing stocks, to be completely honest with you. This is why I hate these parasites. And people buy this shit, apparently. A lot of these fucking retards probably got hired during DEI because they're gay or a woman or non-white. And then they...
Yes. I mean, I showed you the picture earlier, right? You had 3 or 4 white dudes, the rest... people of color and women. And that's why they got hired.
LARP.
And we know that's why they got hired, because they are the ones being fired now. Because they don't produce anything of value. The usual.
Like, they've been around the whole time. Like, yeah, I love fucking game. I love it so much. Oh, and everyone just loves their game so much. No, that's cap. There's a 95% chance that you're a diversity hire that got picked up in the last few years, probably 5.
Yes.
And you're trying to ride the coattails of the actual game devs that made all the classic games that everyone loves.
She's right.
Normies also like the show. I mean, that's like neither here nor there, because that was made after Fallout.
Wait, did he say the show? I think he is referring to the Fallout show. Yes, normies like that because it's a TV show. And, you know, it has violence, humor. Of course, people like that. And the universe is interesting. I mean, that's yeah, duh. An interesting universe was created by a bunch of dudes in the 90s. And now there's a TV show that's decent in that. Which high production value. Yeah, people like that. Yeah. That's also the thing. Bethesda, they didn't even create Fallout. They just got the IP somehow. I don't remember how. I think they bought the studio or something like that. Or they were the publisher and then they just made games, started making the games themselves. Something like that.
76 too. Fallout 76 is better than 4? I don't know, bro. Did you see the fucking launch?
Yeah. And it's live
All
service.
the last like games have been a disaster. Starfield was supposed to be like this magnum opus for them. And it completely flopped. Like, it was complete horse dog shit.
Yeah. I wonder how much money they lost on that game. You know what? How much did Starfield cost in production? We just go with that. The exact production cost of Starfield is not publicly disclosed. Of course not. but it is speculated to be quite high, likely exceeding 100 million. Typical for AAA games. I can't believe that Starfield is counted as a AAA game. A game that low of quality. Well, to be fair, these days this is the quality of AAA. Back in the day, that was unimaginable. Releasing something that bad of quality and calling it AAA. 100 mil, that is 100 mil in 10 years. That's unrealistic. I would expect double that. Just because how bloated the company is. And I can guarantee you they never made Starfield budget at 400 mil and 500 devs and worked for... See? $400 million and 9 years to make. Starfield budget started at 200 mil, final estimate at 400. See? Told you. Yeah, that game flopped hard. Hard, very hard. They didn't even make... They can be lucky if they have made 100 mil just out of hype that retarded gamers bought into. That's the only reason the game was able to make money. Hype that sold the game to stupid people. Because if you're smart, you would have never bought the game on launch. You would have waited and looked at what, YouTubers and streamers say about the game. You would take a look at the gameplay and everything to see if the game is good or not. And that's what smart people would do. And we have seen the numbers, right? Smart people didn't buy the game. And the people that learned the lesson after the game came out, they didn't go back.
The show wasn't that bad. I had some gripes with it, but it was okay. Oh shit, what is this?
She's putting something up.
Full coverage.
Why
is this even a thing for people to be making fun of people losing their jobs? How has the human race fell to such evil? Think about shit before you speak like you know.
Oh, he's an idiot. And look here. Here's the more interesting thing. This dude literally has the sickle and the hammer tattooed on his neck. Two signs that he's retarded. Tattoo on his neck. And it's the sickle and hammer. Of course he's stupid. Homebody comic and movie geek from Mantekchi MS. I'm 26. MS? Well, he's an idiot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, what is this? Oh! Someone said. One of the mods sent this.
This is so good.
Wait a second. Enhance. Zoom in. No way, really? Who would have guessed, chat?
Yeah.
Chat, they're never gonna beat the stereotype. They're unironically just fat, retarded communists. They have absolutely infested my hobby and ruined it, man. I said this yesterday while talking about completely unrelated shit. But it applies here too. This is my origin story. Chat, I would not be here in front of you today as a VTuber if these mentally ill freaks didn't ruin my video games. I would be in a dungeon or a battleground on WoW. These retards bricked my hobby so hard that I became so disinterested in it that I became a VTuber because it sounded more fun than playing video games half the time.
sadly true. It's very sad, but true. Very true. I mean, if you're following me, you have seen my descent into from I love this game with Arc Raiders into I just uninstalled it. I literally uninstalled it last week, and I made a 50-minute video why. A 50-minute video about why I stopped playing that game, which is basically completely just bad decisions made by the game designers. Man, they completely destroyed their own game because they don't understand the game they created, which is absolutely what I believe is going on with their studio. They have no idea what they're doing.
If only WoW was good, man, it would be big. But that's the thing. I know for a fact there's not other people that love WoW or Blizzard games as much as I did. But they know that their favorite game also went to shit.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I know you're out there.
I've story time. So when it comes to Blizzard's game, my first Blizzard game that I actually bought was Warcraft 2. Literally Warcraft 2 for PlayStation 1. And from there I got after I got my PC, and then Warcraft 3 came out. Oh my god, I loved that game. I loved that game so much. Oh, I played that game so much. I still have that here. With the expansion, Frozen Throne. I remember I finished Warcraft 3, the original, on the highest difficulty. That's how I played the game back then. Highest difficulty. It was really, really hard back then for me. But damn, it was so worth it. It was so cool. I think I did that because of a secret scene at the end that with Zerglings, as you know. Oh yeah, they're working on StarCraft 2, right? StarCraft. I also had StarCraft 1, and then of course also StarCraft 2. I mean, you know, basically all the Blizzard games. I also played Diablo 2. Oh my god, I love Diablo 2. That game was so good. Diablo 3 I only played on a free weekend. No, not free weekend. The free version that went up to level 20. And I hated it. I hated that game. And then I played Path of Exile. Bought into the closed beta. And I did the same with Path of Exile 2. No regrets. No regrets there. Oh, yeah. And now I don't play any Blizzard games anymore. At least no live service games. I mean, why would I? No, thank you. I rather play games that cost $10 and can greatly entertain me. That's way better. Way better. I mean, last stream I did that, you know. Tried Survivors, $10, early access. This game is so much better than, at least so much more fun than $60 games. Literally. Oh my god, that game is so much fun. I actually can't wait to play that game again. But I've been sitting too much, so my neck makes problems, so I don't. Don't be a need. Go out the house, go for a walk, or your spine will be as fucked as mine. Because my spine problems all come from sitting too much. I didn't fall, I didn't have an accident, I was sitting too much. That's causing back problems. The number one reason you get back problems, sitting too much.
Yeah, ruined video games, ruined books. They censor books now too. I've heard about that as well. people republishing books and then changing shit because it doesn't suit their narrative.
Yeah.
This is sad, dude. What are they gonna do to Liberty Prime in the Fallout 3 remake? Yeah, and what about Fallout 3's entire DLC where you shoot Chinese communists?
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with that. It was...
That will get cut. Of course.
It was it Operation Anchorage or something? Or the Slave DLC? Yeah, can't have edgy fucking, you know, fucking content, guys.
Of course not. They are all communists. They are Bolsheviks. They want to destroy society. And enslave the people. But they don't, because they don't know what they're doing. They're just the slave army. But the people that control them, they know. And yes, conspiracy theory. We get to that later.
Wish they didn't call it World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's exactly right. No. We haven't have it in our friendly game. That's right. That's right. Oh, this is Grums. Watch the full unedited video and you will notice that most of its ZeniMax Bethesda group is QA communist. This is the problem. QA is great, but is a zero skill entry job to start. True. You do need QA. You do.
Yes.
It attracts a lot of posers and communists who have taken it over and hire their friends. This is how the cancer spread in AAA. At least one major vector. It's a job lazy commies can get in dev. Dude, this is actually true. I remember there was a person that was working as a GM at Blizzard, and it's very Nepo hire, based on Nepo hire.
Oh, that's really bad. Really, really bad. Extremely bad.
Offer was QA. Yeah, and he's a Nepo baby in the sense that he got a job because his dad was higher up. It's true. QA is really easy to get into if you know the right people. I'm not saying like, oh, your dad has to work at Blizzard, but if you know someone, it's easier to get in. QA work fucking sucks. Very important, but it sucks to do it. Yeah, for sure. I'm not disagreeing, but like, you get my point though. Like, it's easy to get into if you have an in somehow, and that's why they hire their own.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Sweet Baby Inc. clip where they like...
Which is very ironic that, you know, they only hire their own people, you know. But if you, as a white person, only want to be around white people, oh, you're the bad guy now. It's literally... They're literally the same. They just pretend not to be, because it makes them feel good, and they think it makes them look good in the eyes of other people, which is literally just their own people. But they hate each other because they don't trust each other, because they know how they really are on the inside.
Talk about how if you don't get your way too, that you need to threaten the marketing department with the possibility, what'd she say? The possibility that the game is gonna implode and fail because you didn't put enough, like, gay, fat, black women into the game. Do you guys remember that clip?
What?
That's what's happening. This cancer starts when game development studios hire low IQ but highly politically motivated retards for these low-skill jobs. Then those people utilize their ideology to basically threaten you or threaten the department with, like, completely false and fabricated claims of discrimination or racism to get their way. Oh, you're a bigot because you didn't like what I put in the game, you piece of shit. No, it just sucks. I mean, I don't hate women. You're a woman hater. Then they use that to leverage to hire more people who think like them, and then filter out anyone who disagrees with them because they're quote unquote fucking Nazis. Oh, I punched Nazis. Oh my god. This is how they...
Which is funny. That's kind of literally what the Nazis did. You know? Oh, you aren't a Nazi? Well, now you're fired. Hello, my Nazi friend. Now you are hired. That's just how these things work.
They do things. It's how it's always been for the last, like, 10, 15 years. It sucks. Oh, jeez. Oh, shitpost.
Oh, nice.
What is this? Let me move chat. After seeing and hearing some of the people protesting these Bethesda layoffs, I honestly don't feel that bad for them. Okay.
We're at a turning point in the games industry.
Okay.
We're at the mercy of corporate greed infecting the games we love.
I've been working here for about 5 years now. I originally started on 76 because I came from like the modding community. I used to.
She worked on Fallout 76. As she was a writer and something. So yeah. It's her fault that the game's bad.
The head writer of Fallout London, and I've been working on an unreleased game that a lot of people were pretty excited about. So
Who? If you are excited for any game that is being worked on by Bethesda, you have to be stupid. Why would you be excited about that? They haven't produced anything good in basically 20 years.
I was very surprised to hear that they were cutting me and a bunch of other people on the writing team.
We love doing our jobs.
Well, yeah, because the writing for the games is shit. Of course they would fire you. Why would they keep bad people that can't do the job? Literally. Why would they keep you?
Like, I love working here so much, and ultimately it feels like there's plenty of room to keep us all employed in terms of Microsoft's budget. We know that that's possible.
Microsoft's budget. Yeah. He thinks, oh yeah, it's as long as that part of the company, you know, the ones above us makes money, it doesn't matter that we lose money. It doesn't matter that we lose them hundreds of millions. It doesn't matter. As long as data above us have so much money, just give us. That's the mindset of a socialist. They are literal parasites. And I have to know it. I'm German. I live in Germany. Basically, everyone here is a socialist.
So it'd be really nice if we could just get back to work and make them games that will define a generation of video gaming.
It can't be overstated how much it upends your life to have your job lost, and so suddenly and spontaneously and callously, like it's happening here.
I'm here as a rock.
What do you mean? A lot of people were expecting for people at Bethesda to be laid off because the game's flopping. A lot of people... Why do I get agitated? They're stupid. Of course they don't know.
City council member and a gamer and a wife of a gamer and a mom of a gamer.
I'm sure you are, milady.
Yeah.
Video games.
If she is a mom, she's a single mother. I bet. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She isn't married. At least not to a man.
Video game industry is extremely important.
This is Anita Sarkeesian in like 40 years.
Yeah.
Maybe even sooner than that. Maybe like 20.
It's a very resilient industry overall. It does not lag in support among players, consumers. So this decision by Microsoft is extremely puzzling.
No, it's not. Your games are trash, they flopped. You are losing them hundreds of millions. This is not puzzling. It's only puzzling to stupid people. Which, to be fair, looking at you, you are.
Yeah, very puzzling indeed. Oh, it's so puzzling why our really sucky department fucking is getting laid off. By the way, 50% of that crowd, 50%, maybe more, I don't know, was fat, dude. By the way, the only puzzling thing about Microsoft firing all of you is why they hired clearly mentally ill freaks with an agenda in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm a mom, I'm a gamer. But honestly, it's actually not puzzling. It's actually really obvious. It's because their friends hired them.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why, or people that think like them.
Yes.
All I'm saying is I've been on the internet long enough, and I've been talking about this for long enough, that if you put me as a hiring manager for a game studio, none of these people get hired. Not in a million years. I'm gonna hire people like the fucking people at Jagex and shit. Real gamers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man. None of these
games need to be made by gamers for gamers. You know, just like Blizzard back in the day, before, you know, all the DEI hires. Back then, everything was fine. The games were good. And then you hired a bunch of, well, DEI people, and all of a sudden, everything turns to shit. Who could have guessed?
These people get hired. Not in a million years. I can smell mental illness. It's like a sixth sense.
Yeah.
You don't even have to speak. I can just look at these people and know they're retarded.
Exactly.
They have such an obnoxious, like, smug. I also know smug because I am smug, so I know when I see smug. They got this smug, like, holier than thou aura that's really easy to read. Yeah, self-important. Yeah, like self-aggrandizing, like just aura. Yeah. That is something they're complaining about corporate greed, but did they complain about Bethesda pulled all the cash shop and microtransaction bullshit with Fallout squeezing the players for all they're worth? It's the same with ESO too. ESO, you have to buy all the expansions. I think it's a free-to-play game initially, but you...
What was ESO? Oh, Elder Scrolls Online. Where they fired the entire studio. Oh, right. I remember now. Yes, yes, yes.
You basically can't really play the game unless you buy all the expansions. And to top it off, you have a bunch of microtransactions. Yeah, what about that corporate fucking greed? But anyway, it's just like, it's so fucking hypocritical. That's why I don't think they're actually gamers. They don't play their own games.
Of course they don't.
If I was a hiring manager, I would be the most discriminatory bigot they've ever seen. I would check all their socials. I would make them hand over all their public socials. Palestine flag in bio, you're out.
Yeah.
LGBT flag in bio, you're out. Hammer and sickle, nope. Pronouns, nope, you're gone. You can work here if you're gay, but if you're virtue signaling about it on Twitter with a flag in the bio, I know where your priorities are. Exactly. If I found out any of them were like contributing to, like, you know, the marches, the rallies, or the cancel campaigns for stupid political shit, you're fired. Even if you so much as you utter the word, like the word representation in your interview or your resume, I'm tossing it in the trash instantly.
Such a good girl.
Hammer and sickle, you're out. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're done. You're cooked. Like multiple flags in bio, that's double done. I'm tossing that shit in the shredder. There's no point of recovery in that. HR department? No. I would be like hiring department. I don't know. Maybe HR does do hiring. I don't know. I'd be the ultimate fucking Karen. I don't know, bro. There is no HR department. Yo, wait, based. Wait, no HR department. I'm just a hiring department.
Yes.
That's it. Exactly. You're right. HR will be fired too. That's right.
They should be. Only making problems.
Absolutely based. Yeah. Half the problems will go away. No, I agree. I've sat in HR before. It's very uncomfortable. It is. Even as a woman, like, it is extremely uncomfortable getting called in for, like, oh my god, I might have said a joke, or, like, I used the wrong pronouns for someone. And then it's like, oh god, I'm gonna get fired, and then I'm gonna lose my job, and maybe they'll put it on my fucking... Because all the companies talk in between each other, you could get into trouble. Yeah.
Which is really stupid. Which is really, really stupid. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, companies shouldn't talk to each other, you know? But the thing is, oh yeah, someone used the wrong pronouns. That's not even a reason to fire someone in my eyes. That's a non-problem. But that's just a problem they create so they can fire you. That's literally what they do. That's the only reason that exists. In, you know, companies.
Nah, fuck that shit. No more HR. You right. You right. Fuck them. Fuck all these Karens, dude. I wish there was more of this. full of women. I was traumatized. Where's my compensation? Yeah, no, women make up the vast majority of HR. Yeah, you're totally right. It's gross. And
damn, she's so based for that. So based. I love this woman.
honestly, it's such a stupid job. I remember my brother bitching about HR before I even knew what like human resources meant. Are you sick? No, I'm not sick. I just cough because I yap a lot.
Yeah.
Micromanagers, oh my god, I hate it. It is scary. Sick of you! No, not that mean. No, I would never get sick of chat. I'm sick of these people in my video games.
Yes.
Sick of these entitled people's bullshit. Well, that's why a lot of people also praise like non-Western games, because I feel like these people don't. The only people that complain about this shit are fucking Westerners.
Yes.
At least
Westerners in the games industry and their allies, aka other communists. They're the only ones complaining.
I feel like I don't see these protests in like Korea when people like get laid off of their staff, you know. Because Eastern games are good. I'm sure there's flops. Like, let's be real. There are flops. Like, it happens, but no way. I'm entitled to this job. Way. Okay, put the fries in the bag, bro. Go give him a job at McDonald's.
I wish we could put these people just in a coal mine or something like that. You know, where they have to actually work. One or a couple of years of actually physical labor would do massive in character development for these retarded people. I know that because I did it. I worked a little bit of landscaping for 2 years. Did great for my character development.
HR departments don't even just do their jobs anymore. They go on witch hunts starting to hunt for racism that doesn't exist in the workplace to justify their existence. Yeah, that's another thing. HR is a vicious cycle. If there's nothing going on, you will eventually get laid off. So you have to go look for problems. Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't even think of that, but that's very true.
There was some CEO of a company, I don't remember which one, fired his entire HR. And guess what? All the problems were gone. All problems that HR found were gone because they were all created by the HR. Oh boy, who could have guessed?
Because you have to justify having the job. You create problems, you create rules so that people break those rules, and you're constantly shifting the goalposts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to yap about that. I really hope, because I'm a big Bethesda fan, or at least old school, I guess, quote unquote. Yeah.
Why?
I want things to return. I don't think Blizzard is at that point yet. I don't even think Bethesda is really at that point, but that's neither here nor there, to be honest.
That was a good video. That was a good video. I thought about motorboating her on stream, but I will not do that. But that's not, good video. Like always, she has the correct opinions, unlike the retarded people. Good video. And I completely agree with everything she says, like, normally. Who could have guessed that the guy that watches the VTuber's content all the time agrees with the VTuber? Who could have guessed that? Who could have guessed that? Chat, let me know in the comments. Could you have guessed that I would agree with the VTuber I'm watching all the time? Could you have guessed that? And with that, we are at the end of this video. If you want to see more of this stupid shit, subscribe. If you liked it, give it a like. See you next time. Bye bye. Oh, this was good. This was so good, man. I'm so happy all these people got fired. They so deserve that. They so deserve that, man. I hope it ruins their lives. Because they so freaking deserve that. I hate communists. I hate them so much. If it weren't for the communists, the world could be so nice. But now communists exist, so the world is shit. Man. What do we do now? Did I watch this or I mean, this says I watched this already, but I don't remember this at all. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. No clue. No clue whatsoever. Oh, how about something stupid funny? Dancing influencer doctor flees after patient passed away. How about that? Let's see what a stupid person is doing after, you know, doing stupid things. And of course, it's for social media. Like always, they're always doing it for social media.
And overall augmentation. This doctor danced and rapped her way through actual surgeries, then got sued by more than a dozen patients, had her medical license ripped away.
She was dancing while operating on people. Oh. Why was she not fired? That's my most important question. I mean, she isn't alone there, you know, operating on people. So why was she not fired? Why didn't anyone call her out on that? Because people were scared to get fired themselves. Because she's a doctor and has more, is above them in the hierarchy of, you know, the hospital or clinic or whatever.
For good. And instead of, I guess, retiring quietly, no, she picked up a new name and kept doing the exact same things like nothing ever happened for years.
What?
Sometimes stories come across patients, had her medical license ripped away for good, and instead of, I guess, retiring quietly, no, she picked up a new name and kept doing the exact same things like nothing ever happened for years. Sometimes stories come across my desk and I'm like, okay, there's no way this is real. And then I research it and I realize, oh, this is very real. Despite me pinching myself to make sure it's actually real just due to how unbelievably stupid it is. So, hey, I mean, it is safe to say we have quite the video today. So somewhere between 2017 and 2018, back when TikTok was Musical.ly, a video started going around on the internet that at first glance could have only seemed like, I don't know, a skit. Hopefully, because essentially you had a woman in scrubs, scalpel in hand, mid-surgery, fully vibing to various rap songs as she cuts into patients.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Stomachs.
Why is she not in prison? Why is she not in prison? She needs to be in prison. And also your usual suspects. How can you be this unprofessional? Oh, right, low IQ.
Okay, except as I stated earlier, no, this was absolutely not a skit. This was just Dr. Wendell Davis Boaty, a board-certified dermatologist, running her own cosmetic surgery practice.
Wait, dermatologist? What kinds of operations, what kinds of surgery is she doing? Now I'm actually scared.
Just outside of Atlanta. On paper, I guess her credentials looked pretty solid. She went to UCLA for medical school. She'd been
UCLA. Okay. I would be surprised if she didn't even man. UCLA, Los Angeles. So we don't even know if she can read or write. Because that's how bad the schools there are. Why aren't you
practicing for over 20 years, and she ran her own cosmetic surgery practice, doing stuff like liposuction, tummy tucks, and overall augmentations.
Smart Lipo has totally revolutionized the concept of liposuction. It is a simple procedure that is done in office, under local anesthesia, with the patient listening to their iPod, singing along with music, and it's actually an enjoyable experience.
But I guess the problem...
Yeah, every doctor that tells me things like that, I kind of don't trust that. I just want the hard truth. If it's going to hurt, then yeah, it's going to hurt. If it's, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, but maybe I'm just not that much of a pussy.
Started because she also had a hobby that ended up defining her entire career, filming herself dancing and singing directly over patients while they were in mid-procedure. And obviously this is while the patient is probably unaware of what's going on, you know, because they're under anesthesia and they are unconscious. So there's a whole lot of red flags waving when you see that. But yeah, this is one of the 20 videos that she'd been posting to her own public YouTube channel for years, all filmed in the middle of real procedures on
YouTube? And YouTube did allow that? Wow.
Real patients that she, I guess, used as marketing for her own practice. But in one, she's dancing around with instruments in both hands, leaning over a patient's exposed backside and rapping Migos lyrics. Then in another one, she's cutting into someone's belly in sync with OT Genesis's song, Cut It. We live in some interesting times.
And that's how you know she's low IQ. Because someone that's not low IQ would never even have the idea for that.
Filled with some interesting people. And sometimes I guess her staff...
Or if you had an idea like that, you would go, yeah, that's stupid. It's so stupid. Funny, but so stupid. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But she's stupid enough to do it.
Just got in on the action as well, and they started dancing behind her like they were backup dancers instead of, I don't know, medical staff. And again, to be clear, we're talking...
Okay, so they are all in on it. Okay, yeah. I mean, they are all women, so let's be... I have to be sexist here. Yeah, that's just women. They don't give a fuck about other people. They only care about how things... if things are good for them. How do I know it? I was surrounded by them for 35 years. That's how.
About real operations on real people who were sedated the whole time. But according to her, patients supposedly agreed to be filmed ahead of time and even picked out the songs. Which, I mean, okay, fine. Maybe some of them did, but that doesn't really explain the lawsuits that went flying. And I feel like that explanation gets a lot murky.
Oh yeah, they all agreed on it. And then she gets sued. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't agree on that. Who could have guessed?
Here, when you realize what was actually going wrong in that operation room while the cameras were rolling. And by the way, she made like 20 different videos with like 20 different patients. So this is just crazy. But essentially, this...
I'm just surprised that it's only 20 patients. That's surprising to me. I would have guessed way more. Way more. You know, basically hundreds.
This is where the story stops being funny. So in February of 2016, a woman named Isilma Cornelius.
Yeah, because she died?
She went to see Dr. Bote a few weeks before her wedding. She was also working towards a PhD in nursing at the time and wanted some Botox and a few touch-ups so she would feel good in her dress. But according to court records, once the
typical woman thing, you know, the stupid one.
Staff realized that she was getting married, they pitched her on more, and she ended up agreeing to a tummy tuck and liposuction package on top of the original plan. And the procedure apparently ran for over 8 hours, and she wasn't even given general anesthesia or intubated. She just got a mix of medicine. And there was allegedly no proper monitoring equipment being used to track her oxygen levels during all of this. And near the end, when Bote was still stitching up the incision, and Silma's heart just stopped. So staff called 911, but by the time paramedics got there, she was, in her attorney's word, essentially gone. And unfortunately, even though they got her breathing again, the damage was already done. She survived, but she came out of it with permanent brain damage and needed a feeding tube and full-time care for the rest of her life. Her son, who was 26 at the time, became her caretaker, and he did that job every single day for 7 years until she passed away from complications related to this injury. So once the Soma's case became public, more patients started coming forward, and by mid-2018, report had counted at least 7 active malpractice lawsuits against Beauté, with several more already.
Who could have guessed that the doctor that dances while operating on people for her YouTube channel would be a bad doctor? Who could have guessed that? Who could have guessed that? Oh, right. I could have. Chat, let me know in the comments if you could have guessed that.
Settled. Like, you had 2 sisters, Christine Dolly and Mitzi McFarlane. They said they went in for something called Smart Lipo, a laser-based fat removal method, and instead came out having undergone regular liposuction, which left them both saying they felt very disfigured. Then you have Latoya Rideau, the patient in the Cut It video. She said that she never agreed to be filmed during her February 2017 surgery, and the results left her uneven and in ongoing pain. Imagine being too busy filming social media content for your business, trying to be funny, to actually do your job properly and not actually take care of your patients. Like, this is just so crazy. But I still feel like...
I told you, she's stupid. She's literally low IQ. That's how this is happening.
It's pretty much all downhill from here. Because something that came up during the reporting in this was a very important detail. Because Beauté's own website advertised her as board certified in both surgery and dermatology.
Let me guess, she isn't? Let's continue.
But apparently, she was only board certified in dermatology. But she was still operating on people and filming music videos. To make things worse, she didn't even have admitting privileges at any hospitals either. And her office itself wasn't a licensed surgical facility. It also came out that the Georgia Medical Board had reportedly received a complaint about her practices as far back as 2016, over 2 years before her license was finally suspended. So in June of 2018, after...
It's even worse than I expected it to be. Oh my god. Let's see. See? Low IQ people. Getting out in the open. Making stupid things. Showing everyone how stupid they are. And then when they are getting caught, they are like, oh my god, what happens? I didn't do anything.
A physician's assistant reportedly called in a separate incident, which was, in this case, a patient hospitalized with a collapsed lung and blood loss following a liposuction, breast augmentation, and BBL combo. The Georgia Composite Medical Board suspended Beauté's license, calling her a threat to public safety. What is wrong with Atlanta at this point? I mean, we've covered so many of these medical scams coming out of Atlanta. You had, you know, all the veneer techs. You had the couple that was doing BBLs in motels, and now this, a dermatologist operating on people in a facility that you can't operate on people in while filming music videos? I'm at loss for words for Atlanta. But apparently in an interview at that time, Beauté defended the videos. She said that they were all staged and planned, and that the patients, they had picked the songs themselves and told her when to hit certain beats, which is...
That's ridiculous. And also you could just, you know, oh yeah, give us the names and we asked them. They could have done that. But of course she would never do that.
You know, hard to do when you're under anesthesia, but hey, whatever floats the boat. Also, remember the woman in the Cut It video? She claims that she had no idea that this was going to be filmed. So I don't know who's lying here, but I do have a hunch. But she also claims that these videos were just an educational tool.
I'm kind of private. I'm very private. So for me to actually harness a personality for social media and make it where it's a human relationship building and educational, and also to relieve anxiety about cosmetics.
How is it educational? In what form? Yeah, he doesn't believe it. Look at his face. He knows she's talking shit. He knows.
surgery, because there's a lot of, in my preoperative and consultation visits with my patients, I notice that the biggest thing that comes across is anxiety. Music is such a global language, right? If I tried to educate through just pointing at the computer and saying, here is your muscular anatomy, here's where the muscles separated, this is the amount of skin I may cut off or a tummy tuck, people, they didn't quite listen. When I added music to it to educate, all of a sudden, people paid attention.
And apparently she told Rideau something along the lines of being a dancing doctor actually grew her following, because apparently people love a dancing doctor. Do you know what kind of doctor I like? A doctor that does their job and is focused on the patient and not filming social media content, and actually has all the credentials they say they have. But hey, I guess that apparently is too much to ask for in 2026. That's not a guarantee anymore. But apparently that same year, Beauté formally agreed to a consent order suspending her license for a minimum of 2.5 years with the
No, forever. Oh no. Why only for 2 years? No, she needs to lose her license forever. She's definitely not competent enough to work in the field.
To petition to get it back afterwards. But during that time, the order banned her from using the titles doctor, physician, or MD in Georgia. But there's a pretty big detail that resurfaced a couple years later, because one of the videos in the Cut It one was filmed while Dr. Roland Pinkay was managing Rideau's anesthesia. Because in the video, he's singing and dancing along the background during the actual surgery. Rideau eventually sued him separately, arguing that his behavior during the video was a part of a broader breach of how patients should be treated and respected while unconscious. And this case actually went to trial in Georgia in 2024, and the jury cleared Pinkney of any legal responsibility, deciding his conduct with the anesthesia itself met the required standard of care, even though he admitted on the stand that he regretted being a part of the video. So instead, the jury placed 100% of the fault on Beauté, who wasn't actually a defendant in the particular trial, and essentially awarded Rideau $0 in damages. And while all of this was going down in court, Beauté's financial situation was...
Well, yeah, everyone that's working for her is scared to lose their job. It's very, very simple. And maybe even that, you know, oh yeah, when he say anything, you know, they can't get a job because she's... Oh, they ratted her out, and now the other doctors would think, oh, they would rat me out, but you wouldn't need to worry about that if then the doctors aren't rats, a piece of shit, I mean. So yeah.
Apparently just collapsing behind the scenes. So a DeKalb County judge ordered her to pay $700,000 to her former malpractice insurance company after she allegedly failed to pay the amount that she owed across 28 separate malpractice claims filed under a single policy. 28 malpractice claims. That is crazy. How common is it for doctors to receive malpractice claims? About 1.6% of physicians result in a financial payout or indemnity. I actually don't like those odds. So 16 out of 1,000 goof up. I guess it depends on the field. Ooh, so apparently with surgery, it can go all the way up to 15 to 19%. Oh, these are claim rates. Okay, so this isn't actually a... Wow. Okay. But apparently her former insurance attorney said in 25 years of practicing law, he'd never seen that many claims stacked on one policy. So clearly this was not ideal whatsoever. But she was reportedly served with that lawsuit back in July, but I guess just never responded to it. So it defaulted. She just lost it. Awesome. So at this point, you were probably thinking, okay, that's
just like Frogan. Just like the Frogan. Oh, people are so stupid.
It. Nothing worse could happen, right? Because so far we've covered, you know, a doctor getting exposed, she loses her license, she gets hit with like a ginormous financial judgment, and then she fades into obscurity. Except not quite, because in November of 2024, a news investigation out of Atlanta found that Beauté had rebranded herself completely, and she even changed her name. She was apparently now Catherine Davis, a combination of an actual middle and maiden names, and she's now operating in a new state, Texas. And the new business is Eden Med Spa in Austin, where she's listed online as the owner, touting experience at UCLA, Cedars-Sinai, and Emory. There is some serious audacity here. And of course, all of her new patients are completely unaware of what happened in Atlanta. Because if any of her patients or future patients search up Catherine Davis, nothing connects her to her old identity. No suspended license, no dancing videos, just a complete clean slate. And a producer of this investigation went undercover at the spa for a consultation and secretly recorded the whole thing on a phone. And apparently during this visit, Davis talked about her medical training like any licensed doctor would.
So we sent in our Channel 2 Action News producer to see what Dr. Davis tells patients. We switched off the undercover camera in the exam room. Davis let our producer record the consultation on her phone.
So as a physician, you're trained, okay, what the worst case?
Those glasses. Those glasses. It's the same glasses, the same style of glasses, the haircut and that got fired by Zenimax in our Smog Alana video that we saw. The same glasses. These retarded people are all the same.
Scenario.
According to Texas law, it's illegal to advertise or promote yourself as a doctor without a Texas medical license. There's no license listed for her as Catherine Davis or Wendell Beauté. A consent order in Georgia also bars Miss Beauté from using the titles physician, doctor, or MD, but she has been.
And when a reporter later confronted her asking if she knew it was illegal in Texas to advertise yourself as a doctor without a Texas medical license, she didn't really answer. And there was no license on file for her under that name or her old name in any other state.
Do you know it's illegal to advertise yourself as a doctor in Texas without a medical license? Quiet with us, but online, she is dancing again, this time with needles in advertising. Do your patients know you have a suspended license?
Of course.
Do you tell anybody on your consultations about Wendell Beauté?
You know you guys are harassing someone?
That's the other owner of Eden Med Spa, Amber Larson. She seemed surprised when we called Miss Davis Dr. Beauté.
Dr. who?
Dr. Beauté. Her name is Dr. Wendell Beauté.
No, it's not.
Yes, it actually is.
So once that newer story ran,
of course, it's, you know, man, do I say it? Of course, it's another woman she's working with. Of course it is. Of course she is. And instead of trying to, you know, oh, what's going on here? What is happening? She's stop harassing her. Of course she is.
Things started moving pretty fast. The Spa Zone website started actively scrubbing every reference to Davis as, I guess, owner or doctor. And they were doing this live while the reporters kept refreshing the page and watching the changes happen in real time. And the business itself sent patients an email saying that Davis was dealing with difficulties outside of Eden and wasn't currently doing procedures there anymore. And apparently, by law in Texas, a licensed physician needs to be one of the owners of any medical spa, and reporters couldn't even find an active business license for Eden Med Spa itself.
How is this possible? Oh my god. Oh my, these people are even more retarded than I thought. Why would you do that? Why? Just why? Why would you operate a business without a license? Why? Oh my god, that's so stupid.
On top of everything else. So the whole thing eventually got reported to the Texas Medical Board and Secretary of the state's office. However, though, even after all of this became public, it took a while for existing patients to actually connect the dots here. So in one story that happened in September of last year, a woman named Takim, who had gone to Davis for a facial thread lift procedure, she said the appointment went wrong almost immediately. Because according to her, Davis reacted to something going wrong mid-procedure by yelling out in shock, which understandably freaked her out even more, you know, because, you know, she's sitting there in the chair, which is, again, more proof that, hey, maybe you should have a license to be doing this. Maybe you should be doing any surgeries as a dermatologist. I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be so soulless and still practice on people when you have no business doing so. I don't.
Yes, but number one, she is low IQ, and number two, she wants the money. She wants the money. And maybe also a little bit of fame because it makes her feel good.
No, though. Just like imagine going in for plastic surgery and your surgeon starts throwing a temper tantrum mid-surgery. That is crazy. I have no idea how anyone should feel during that situation, but Takeem, she says that she was left with jaw problems and visible scarring and ended up spending over $7,000 trying to get it corrected. But the worst part here is she went back to Davis for the fixes because she still didn't know who she actually was.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that in the first place? Man, women are so insecure about themselves. It's incredible. Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Oh, people like this deserve to just get put under a jail. But Bote responded to that specific report by saying the reporter should go pull the actual medical records if they wanted the full story. But I guess by that point, Eden Med Spa itself had apparently gone under entirely. So according to former customers who'd said they found a notice on the door about unpaid rent, so I guess the whole location just shut down for good. How are you scamming all these people and you still can't afford your rent? This just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm just like shocked that she essentially...
Well, you just don't pay it. I mean, what are you going to do? Sue you? You just run with the money. Oh, this is so dumb. Oh, these low IQ people can't even set up something properly and not getting caught.
Got chased out of a whole city and state because of her medical malpractice, and then she just sets up shop in a different state with a new name. But at the time of this video, she doesn't appear to have an active medical license under either name in either state, at least anything that I can find publicly. But hey, considering she's already changed her name once before, I wouldn't be surprised if she has a new name now and she's back to practicing. And the craziest part to the story is there's no real ending here, because despite the media attention and the complaints filed with both the Texas Medical Board and the Secretary of the State's office, there's no public record of any final action behind that. So
yeah, at this point, isn't that a thing against the law, you know? The malpractice and all that stuff, and isn't that fraud and assault, basically? I mean, yes, the people came to you and paid for treatment by you, but you were lying to them, so they couldn't give educated consent to it, and they wouldn't have consented to you operating on them if they had known that you are, you know, have no license and have a history of being, well, bad at what you're doing. I think that woman just needs to go to prison for 30 years.
As far as I can verify, it just gets cold from there. So she was exposed, the spa appears to have shut down, and after that, the story is just unresolved. So right now, we've reopened the case slightly, so if there is any update to Catherine Davis or Wendell Bote, we'll cover it. Because again, like the people in Georgia said, she is literally a risk to the public. But hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Everything that he said for this video. And if you want to see more of this stupid stuff, subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to give it a like. And let me know, how many years should that woman be in prison? I say 30. I think that's fine. See you next time. Bye-bye. Man, we are content today. Oh, that was so dumb. I can't believe how... Why is that person so allowed to walk free? Why? That's so dumb. So dumb. Wait, what? Ow? 3 weeks. We gotta watch an Asmongold video next. But first I have to go take a piss and then... I don't know. Ow. Oh, get me a snack or something like that. Oh boy, my neck is hurting again. Great. Perfect. I'm back soon. Oh boy. Oh. I literally was just getting me a little bit of a cake in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, pain over here on the entire side. I have no idea why. No clue. No clue. Oh, that feels bad. It feels like I pulled a muscle, but what? How would I have done that? I didn't do anything. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, I think. And the thing is, sitting is not really good for things like that. I would need to move, aka, you know, go for a walk after the video. I wanna actually know what's going on with Asmongold, because, you know, he's my idol. So I can finally talk about this. I wonder what it is he's going to talk about. I've no clue. Let's see what Mr. Asmongold, the Roach King, the tamer of Asian woman, has to say.
There has been a lot of posts about this, and I have held my tongue, and I haven't said anything at all. So if I go back and I look at the original post, Mizkif blocked me on Twitter. So yeah, he has me blocked now, right? So this is a tweet that he made a couple of days ago that went semi-viral about me. So a little bit of context. Mizkif sued me for defamation. And in the process of suing me for defamation, I have not spoken about this at all since then. Now, ever since then, he's been talking about me all the time. He's been having, you know, nothing but things to say about me. I haven't really said anything about him. Basically, what happened is that he sued me for defamation. And the ironic thing is that one day before, because actually last night, my case was dismissed. His lawsuit that he brought against me for defaming him was dismissed. It was a recommended decision by the magistrate judge, and then the actual judge adopted that recommendation.
I have a feeling I've watched this again before. But I also have the feeling I haven't watched this on stream before. So I feel confused right now.
And dismissed my lawsuit, his lawsuit against me. And so because of that, I am going to be talking about this. I didn't talk about it originally because, I mean, again, I knew I was almost at the finish line, and I know people were like, you know, XQC was like, well, it's a 99% chance you're not going to get in trouble. Yeah, but how many 1% mounts do I have, right? And so I just said, okay, I'm going to wait and give it a minute. These are screenshots provided by Mizkif. It says, a creative, huh? And then this is me typing, you know, I guess... So this is the context, right? So this is people thought, because Mizkif presented this, this is what he said. Do you want to keep hitting on her? The N-word passwords at 33 years old. He's basically accusing me of using the N-word as my password. Where in any of this have I spoken about a password at all? There is no indication of it being a password. He completely manufactured this.
And also, why would anyone care? The only people that care about things like that are stupid people. And we all know how Asmongold thinks about stupid people, right? He doesn't like them. Just like I don't like them.
Like, of all the things that you're going to accuse me of, this was completely a lie. And it was a complete lie. Like, it was made up out of nothing. So, like, I'm talking really creative shit like that. Screenshotted JK. Now, I'm not going to share the entire context around why Mizkif has the screenshot, but this is one thing that I can say. Is that at the bottom of this, and he can't joke around with it because I know he could, because I know he would because of OTK. And basically I'm saying like Mizkif can't joke around with this kind of stuff because of OTK, and it puts him in a position where, you know, he can't be the usual guy that he is. Does this sound like a person who's talking about somebody who they don't like? This sounds like me talking about a friend. And that's because me, Mizkif, and Imru at this time were all friends. The context behind why this was shared, I think, Mizkif, maybe you should provide the context why you have this screenshot. Why do you have this screenshot from Imru explaining all of this? Because I'm not upset about this at all. This was all shared, and all this was happening when we were all friends. So he should explain why he has the context.
Yeah, how does he have it? He got to her phone or desktop and took a screenshot or made a photo. That's how. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Is that how this goes? I think it is. So yeah, Mizkif, how did you get this? How? Please tell us.
Text to this screenshot. And I think that will be very revealing. Anyway, at a certain point, he wasn't, so this is it. At a certain point, he wasn't even using the word anymore. The funny thing about it is that I was talking about a completely different person. This is the actual context of what was said. So basically, she was complaining to me that there were people harassing her on Mizkif's alt Rumble streams, and they kept making new accounts over and over and over. And so so she was actually getting harassed. And so about what tweet about Rumble, I said, yeah, y'all doing Cataclysm. So this is whenever Cataclysm Classic came out. And so I just don't know what the fuck to talk about most of the time during it. Yeah, Rumble chat is also bad because they don't have any IP bans. So we're talking about people that are, you know, making repeated accounts. So this is, they don't have IP bans. Is it worse than my chat, though? This is obviously a joke, right? And it's like, you know, and not entirely, right? My chat can have some savages in it. And she said, yes, because it's slow and it's the same 3 schizos, so you can make a new account every 10 seconds. I said, wait, what the fuck? And so people were continuing to make new accounts over and over and over. And then there was this one guy who was making new accounts and numbering them each time. He got up to 45. And I said, do you remember Hades? No, I don't. I never watched. He was from Train's chat. I never watched Train. I said he was the most legendary So this was about Hades. It was not about my password. It wasn't even about me. It was about Hades and me talking about how much of an idiot he was. This is the Train's clip. Yes. And here's the context. So this entire thing was totally fucking manufactured. I was never having this as a fucking password. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a lie. It was a complete lie. And so it was totally about another person, and she was complaining about getting harassed in his stream.
Ban Hades. Please ban Hades.
9 years ago.
Someone PM me and explain Hades. Hades has been in my chat for 2 years, making over 800 new accounts, trying to say the N-word as much as he can, and we ban him. We probably ban him 30 times a night. R2D2.
Every single.
How is that even a
this is what he did, right? He started using letters, words, like random, like, you know, Egyptian letters, hieroglyphics and shit. And so he would come up with these terms, right? And so he's the most legendary retard. He would come into Train's chat and spam the N-word. And he would keep coming up with all these crazy combination of words and numbers to make the N-word. And so then, and she's like, oh, that's, you know, it's funny because it's fucking ridiculous. So it was cut off right there. So this implies, this was presented as if I was the one being creative, like coming up with this as a password. And the biggest irony for this is that this is the person that's suing me for defamation. They sued me for defamation. The case got dismissed. Isn't that insane? I had all of this ready the day that it happened. And while it would have a almost 0% chance of affecting the lawsuit, that chance was not 0. Case dismissed. Yes, there it is. Defendant Hort's amended motion to dismiss is granted. And it sucks that, you know, a literal lie. This is a blatant, completely manufactured, totally invented. This is not a password. It had nothing to do with a password. Just because there's numbers and letters doesn't mean that it's a password. This was completely manufactured. And because of that, I have people thinking that I'm this huge...
Mizkif is such a rat. He's such a rat. But, you know, after all we know about Mizkif from the lawsuit and, you know, everything, this is not surprising. It's absolutely not surprising that he's a lying little rat.
Huge racist that's saying the N-word privately, that me and Imru are laughing about, ha, we're so racist. We were complaining about it. Can you sue for reputation damage? No, because nobody cares what he says. Like, I saw even Hassan retweeting this and other people retweeting this and like talking about this. You retweeted a lie from somebody like Mizkif in order to own me without even checking or thinking about this at all. You just assumed that what he was saying was the truth. XUC commented on it. Let me see.
Oh.
See, and X remembers this.
He coming up with creative combinations and numbers. Oh, okay, chat. You know what? I don't think what Advin said was bad at all. In this context, that makes absolute sense. Chat, do you have any idea how many filters we've had to write that are like this? Thousands.
Who
to
cares?
filter these words?
I care because this is a person who's spreading a lie about me.
Advin's talking about some viewers coming up with combinations in the chat that will go through and not get picked up at AutoMod, so they can say the.
And the thing is, all this. Oh yeah, we have to come up with all these ways to write that word because we can't have that in our chat because we getting into trouble. That would be not a problem if the word wouldn't get you banned. Just don't ban people for it. If someone says it in chat, yeah, you can't have it in chat and ban the people, but the streamers don't get into trouble for it. That would completely negate all of that. Completely. But of course, that's not how things are done, because that would be smart. And we can't have smart with Twitch or YouTube, because... no.
N-word, right? And then he's just writing it like an example of a filter that you would put on for people that are writing, like, he's writing like some alterations. Like,
that's exactly it.
Buddy, this is correct. If anything, this isn't a racist. This is to prevent racism. So I don't think this is wrong at all. I think it's just weird that people even try to paint this in a way that makes him look racist. I think it's stupid.
It was completely misrepresentation.
Like this literally defends the chat from racists.
It does.
Like, what the fuck?
The thing is, like, I was gonna message him and like maybe a few of my other friends and be like, hey, you know, by the way, this is what really happened. But I figured to myself, I was like, listen, like, everybody's gonna see the truth of it one way or another. And so, because I don't want people think, like, if people think something about me that's true, I'm okay with that. But I don't want people thinking things about me that aren't even true. It's not even bad in his context. People are softer than baby shit. I understand that, but, like, I wouldn't want people to think that I'm, like, I tell a lot of racist jokes, and I like racial jokes. I think they're funny. But I'm very clearly not a racist. I'm just not. Like, I'm it's just all there is.
Well, the actual racists don't make racist jokes that are funny. That's the thing. You can put literal racists of all races together and they make racist jokes. Or the people that are being called racist these days, man, it's so stupid. I mean, I make racist jokes. I know other people that make racist jokes. But it's not like we hate each other. By the way, that's, me and people of other races making racist jokes. In our private chats. We do that all the time. And guess what? No one gives a damn. I mean, the government would if they would read them, because the government is retarded and corrupt and racist and pedophile, but no. You can have put Arabs, blacks, whites, Asians, Latinos together into a bar, let them get drunk and let them make racist jokes. It will be glorious. Everyone will be laughing. It will be the best time of their lives.
to it. Like, I mean, I don't know really what else to say.
You can see where this is going.
Blasman pissed some people.
Bro, like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay. Like
you can see where this is going.
You can see where some of these lines
and you
are
see
going.
the little the side dot, and then the curse of, and then the Q's instead of G's. Oh my God, there's so many examples of this.
It's pretty obvious what that is. Okay, so I think it absolutely makes sense. In a sense, yeah, I guess I guess you could say it's maybe a little bit edgy to give an example in the middle of the chat.
But I don't think it's edgy at all. It's not a big deal. It's just a word. It's a conversation. It's a private conversation. There's no context around it being racist. I'm not saying it with any type of racial discriminatory intent. I'm just giving an example of a word. It's the same as reading Huckleberry Finn. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I think I completely defend my decision to do it, and I'd do it again.
In the context, it makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
Okay. If somebody were to crop one of my messages where I say, hey, by the way, here are all the filters for the chat today.
And then it just shows the filters.
I post it. And so he posts a screenshot.
Somebody's like, wow, dude, XQC sent me the N-word 179 times. Why would he do that?
Yeah, it'll look pretty fucking bad.
Keep reading, Buster. He literally admits to ripping it back in the day.
Yeah, I did. I said the N-word all the time back in the day. I absolutely did.
I do it all the time now when I watch bodycam videos. Guess why? Because of all the N-words being stupid.
This is something really stupid. The ironic thing is that I do basically almost never say the N-word. I have verbal dyslexia. I don't want to accidentally say the N-word, so I actually don't say it. I don't want it to just come out. How many videos do I have of me saying the F-word, homophobic F-word, from like 15 years ago, right? Well, my point was the different standards that different creators have, where it's like one person can say something and they can get canceled for it, and another person can say the same thing and they won't get canceled for it. Because I said that Pokemon tries to have a perfect persona.
Yeah, but he said that like a million times. It's not like you're gonna come to terms with at one point is that I don't agree. Like I don't think we should say it. I think it's bad if you said it. Okay, but at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Like he said that multiple times in the past. What are you gonna do about it? Like I can do anything about it. Like it is what it is. I mean,
you know what I just was thinking. Why can't we have a list of all the possibilities of the N-word? Literally just give it to Twitch and ban all of them. Just give it to Twitch. Why would you do that? Because Twitch doesn't actually care, because then they have the reliability, right? Not the liability. And they don't like that. Because they are dicks. Man. All these problems only exist because of stupid people.
You stop watching him or whatever? Or
I think almost everybody used slurs back in the day. And as I said before, I've told a lot of jokes. I've said a lot of things with slurs around streamers privately. And they've said the same things around me. Not a single streamer at no point in my 10 years of being a streamer ever has said, that's not cool or don't say that. Not a single one ever. So just keep that in mind. This is all performative. This is all performative. This is all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's
of course it is. Of course it is. They want to be seen as a good person.
Gonna get banned or anything like that. Like
I actually don't really use the N-word a lot. That's what's crazy is I really just don't. Like, it's word filtered in most places, and I got suspended on WoW for using it so many times. I don't want to have it in my streamers used to say it on Twitch until 2016. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like I mean, and I don't want to show the XQC thing.
People used it until you got banned for it, and then they stopped using it.
About that, but like, yeah, I mean, he's said other things,
and only then all the problems with people spamming it in chat and trying to have the word appear on stream became a thing. Only then, only the moment you could get banned for that, this happened. If you wouldn't care about it, then no one would care. All these things wouldn't happen.
Sure, I mean, like, has XQC never said the N-word? I mean, come on, like, what are we talking about? And so, like, I mean, it's I don't, I mean, again, like, I don't think it's really, anyway, the point is that this was completely manufactured. Without saying anything crazy, this is directly from a public Discord, just this thing. Just to let you know, nobody will get paid for any misinformation posts. I said, Rune, this is all factual. We need nothing but the facts. If you posted vague lies, you will not be paid. So, and this is another thing, is that Mizkif has engaged in, this is really important to keep in mind, that he is engaged in, so like, are you not going to pay yourself now? He is engaged in financial compensation and a paid campaign in presenting information like this. Like, I mean, basically, he's presenting information like this. He's saying, I'm not going to pay you for misinformation, while he is the one who's posting the misinformation.
Of course he is.
So he is financially incentivizing people to make up and to bring up and then spread a literal lie. He should delete this post and apologize.
Just like the government.
He should. This is a lie. He knows it's a lie. About me hitting on her, oh, I'm so cool, I used the N-word, or me using it as a password. This was totally manufactured. Yeah, and this is, by the way, this is what I and also Imru have had to go through for the last, you know, I guess 10 months or something like that. 9 months, whatever it is. If you can watch the full video and like and comment, I will give you $10 cash for watching the video. It would help me if you could. It cannot be on mute. It has to be listening to it. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel again. So he's literally out there paying people to watch his content.
Yeah.
He's going on a paid ad campaign to spread, at least in this circumstance, a verifiable lie. This is a verifiable lie, and he's paying people to spread and boost it on social media. So anytime that you see anybody saying anything favorable to him, any of these Clipper channels, it's probably because they're getting paid. Is that not illegal? I don't care if it is or not. I don't want to get involved legally.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to get a lot worse for this to be a legal thing that I'd want to have resolved. Literal paid campaigns.
Several reasons. Number one, it's a lot of work, it's stress, and it's money. I can totally understand why he wouldn't want to do anything. I'd rather sit at home, stream, and play games.
To fill this out, a Google document, so he can give people $10 for watching a YouTube video. Keep this in mind. That is the slimiest, fucking shadiest shit you can do. And this is another one too. I deleted some bot comments that were just spammed and accidentally clicked and selected all and deleted 2K comments. If you guys can, give the video another watch and comment again. And this is all at the same time that he's been suing me for defamation. This is only about this circumstance. There are other pieces of information that I want to address, but I'm not going to be addressing that information today. And how tickets work, let me see here.
So there will be a second video. And by the way, I now realize I haven't seen this video before, which is great.
The Renato wait, what the hell is this? What the fuck?
What is this?
So you have to watch... What? So this is like an ad campaign?
What?
It's happening again. I updated the extension, but oh my god.
Yeah, this guy's completely insane. Now he's getting mad.
See? About that. Trying to get fat?
Not fat.
This is me being fat? Is that me being fat? How about that? Is that me being fat? She shut the hell up.
Over 6 foot. Not fat.
She shut the fuck up. You're probably fatter than me.
I am.
His person's probably 250 pounds minimum, all right? And nobody cares. I do. But yeah, and again, so keep in mind that all of the positive comments, many of them could be coming. I'm not sure. I can never say for certain. Many of them could be coming from people that are only expressing his point of view because they're looking to get paid for it.
Yes,
So just
of
keep
course.
that in mind. Like anytime that you see any of these positive comments, you probably want to remind people to contextualize it around the fact that there are literal paid campaigns going around trying to astroturf his image, while at the same time suing me for defamation. Last thing about the earlier situation, I won't link the extension itself, but it's real, and for now it's all archived. Let me go and look at it here. Can I find this? Renato, oh my god. Capital, vote on Mizkif's stock picks live.
What?
The extension is to get more tickets. Tickets are how we gauged how much you get paid. You can get paid more by watching my YouTube videos, TikToks, etc. It's open source, and in case you think I care about getting Bitcoin in 2026, read the extension's description. Earn tickets for liking, commenting on, and watching Mizkif's posts and videos, and get pinged when he goes live or posts. He's trying to actually just pay people to watch. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's insane.
That's
you
what
should
he's
apply.
doing.
Should I apply? That's a good idea. And yeah, I can see especially Fluffy or Poggy screen and monitor everything they do. I'll post their screenshots as more information comes out. But yes, this is real. Is real. I'm real, and I'm here, there, everywhere. Also, I'm live. So he made an entire app that he can use to get people to watch him and get paid. That's unbelievable. Is that not against TOS or platforms? I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah, good question. Good question. You aren't allowed to bot, but paying people might be fine. Might be fine. But it's... Wow, it's literally just wow. I mean, he always was jealous about, you know, other people having more viewers than he does and having more success than he does. So, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense that he does this. It makes sense.
I have no idea. It's not up to me. I don't really see, like, there's not really an end goal for this. Like, I don't know why he's even doing it. And just embarrassing to see this. And I do want to say that I have no problem, like, I've tanked a lot of, like, kind of like negative sentiment for other people, and I put myself in the way of it. And the reason why is because I know that that negative sentiment affects other people a lot more than it affects me. For me, I don't really care about any of this. And whenever I say I don't care about it, I don't mean that I literally don't care about it. What I really mean is that it doesn't emotionally affect me in a way that's detrimental, that is harmful to my mental health. Of course, I don't like seeing negative comments about myself. Of course, I don't like seeing people saying things about me that are bad, but I don't use that as something that like makes me hate myself or whatever. When you're on the top, you're gonna have haters. I've been on the top for a long time. I've been a top streamer for about 10 years now, somewhere around there. I've been successful for like a decade.
Oh boy. Then, oh yes, oh god. Oh yes, the time gone. Oh god. I'm watching Asmongold for over 10 years. Oh god. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? All right, wasting it. Well, I did in the past. I hope now it's not as bad. Yay. Oh.
And at this point, I don't really take it seriously. I don't really worry about it at all. I don't really, like, it's just not a big deal to me, right? I mean, like, I've been on the top for a very, very long time, and hopefully it's going to be a lot longer. That's really how I see it. Hopefully it continues. Do you give professional advice? I do not. I just simply give my take on things, and that's about it. We're telling you how to deal with personal life drama? Yeah, exactly. It's possible for you to prove damages because you keep saying based. Yeah, and that's the problem, right? Is like, and I even told people, I was like, whenever all this stuff leaked, I like even told people, like, when I hope I get banned, then maybe I can sue for damages, right? Because, like, you know, I knew Twitch would never ban me for this because it's like just bullshit. Yeah. But like, you know, it was still like a funny thing to talk about.
Makes sense.
Is that, yeah, I mean, none of this stuff really ever affects me. Like, you have all these like super viral posts that go on about me. Nobody cares. Nobody gets it. Yeah. And the reason why is because every single day I try to come on. I try to be entertaining. I try to keep people engaged. I try to be on point with things. And it's going to continue. I'm going to keep doing it. So, yeah, that's it. And I feel like the only way you can lose is stop playing, man, and keep doing your thing. Absolutely.
Good video. Good video. Man, Mizkif. Oh, what a fucking rat. What a rat. He lies. He pays people. to watch his stuff, to like the stuff, to comment. Man. Yeah. It's literally what the pharma companies did back in the day with Corona and the jabs. You know what I mean, right? The pharma companies were paying the fact checkers that fact checked people on what they said about the pharma companies and their products. Yeah, good times. Good times. Oh boy. Yeah, good video. Good video. Let me know what you think about the the situation with Asmo. No, not Asmo. With Misgive and, you know, his retardation. And if you want to see more of this retardation, subscribe. If you like this, give it a like. See you next time. Bye bye. Okay, now let me check how my back feels. Because that's the thing I apparently have to do. That will be not good. Not good. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. How about a little bit of... That's not good. Oh. Ew. Oh shit. I don't like this. Man, you know how it is, right? When you wanna do something, but your body says, how about no? How about no? Which is a thing that happens mostly when you are older. But it happens. Oh crap, yeah. No. I hate this. I hate this. You have no idea how much I hate this. And it's my fault. I mean, I just shouldn't sit this much when I'm not streaming, and everything would have been fine. Everything would have been fine. I can stream for 6 hours. That's not a problem if I just don't sit in front of the computer when I'm not streaming. Unless I'm editing videos, you know, shit like that. But that would also mean that I don't play video games anymore. I can't have that, right? So, man, this week of streaming is not going well. Not going well. Yeah. So... yeah, I'm not so sure about what to do. I'm really right there where I'm like, I should move, because this will only get worse when I don't move. And I know that because that literally happened in the past. And so I think I will stop streaming and go for a long walk, about, I don't know, 2 hours. Oh, right, I can go for a walk in the woods. In the woods. I want to do that for a while. I already know where to go. It will be nice. And after that, I don't know. I cook something. Eat. Maybe edit a video. I mean, when I'm not streaming, right? Why not edit a video? Man, I hate this, that there's something all the time and it's always my fault, and I know it's my fault. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, wait, what? What did I see? What the hell? Ugh. Okay. Stream is over. Back hurts. And it's more the muscles, which is even worse. But then the muscles are part of the back, so yeah. Today it's not spine, today is muscle. Great. If it wasn't for the hair. Is this AI? No, it's not AI. If it was AI, she would be more attractive. While we are talking about more attractive, hello, little Asians. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. It's getting bad. Okay. Sorry for the short stream. Only 2.5 hours. Jesus, that's nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna stream tomorrow, definitely, 100%. I mean, I have to. I can't not stream. I at least have to try, right? So, yeah. If you enjoyed today's stream, well, even if it was a very short one, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And that's literally it. Yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.